If you're an international student studying or planning to study in the UK, you need to hear this. The post-study work opportunity that millions of graduates relied on is changing significantly, and the clock is now ticking. Here's everything you need to know. First, the core change, the visa known as the graduate route, sometimes called the post-study work route, is being shortened. Currently, if you complete a UK bachelor's or master's degree, you're eligible to stay and work in the UK for up to 2 years. And if you complete a PhD, you can stay for 3 years. Starting 1 January 2027, that 2-year period will be cut to 18 months for non-PhD graduates. PhD graduates will still get the 3-year window. The government's stated reason? Data showed too many graduates are not moving into graduate level roles which the graduate route was created to facilitate. So they're reducing the stay period to encourage faster job placement and transition into substantial employment. Here's how the timing and wider context work. These changes are part of the broader immigration overhaul laid out in the government's white paper Restoring Control over the Immigration System in May 2025. The formal instrument, the Statement of Changes to the Immigration Rules, HC 1333, was laid on 14 October 2025. Although the graduate route change takes effect 1 January 2027, it applies only to applications made on or after that date. If you apply before then, you will still fall under the old 2-year allowance. Meanwhile, complementary rule changes are already coming in. For example, from 8 January 2026, the English language requirement for certain work routes will rise from CEFR B1 to B2. Although this is not directly for the graduate route, it affects graduates who plan to switch into work-sponsored visas. Let's talk about what this means in practice and how you should respond. If you are a current or future student, treat the current 2-year window as the last big safe period if you graduate before the cutoff. After that, you will have only 18 months to find graduate level work or move into another eligible visa route. Start planning much earlier. Internships, placements, networking, and employer talks should begin well before graduation. With 18 months to act instead of 24, every month counts. If your goal is to switch into a sponsored visa, for example, the skilled worker route, make sure your target job meets the criteria and be ready before your time runs out. Universities and career services will need to adjust their support structures to reflect the shorter time frame. Make sure you're asking your uni about this. If you're an employer or recruiter, recognize that graduates with the graduate route now have a compressed time frame to convert into sponsored roles. Workforce planning and immigration strategy must reflect this. Review your graduate intake and conversion targets. The grace period for post-study job hunting is shrinking, so why this change matters. The graduate route has been a key pathway for international students in the UK, a major part of how the UK attracts global talent, supports study to work transitions, and benefits from international graduates who then switch into the workforce. The decision to reduce the time frame signals a clear shift. The UK is tightening the bridge between study and work. The message: you study here, you work here, but you'll need to move faster.